Guys, hope you're doing good. So just sent this email to my email list. I got like 8,000 people on that list. I don't know how I got 8,000 people on the list. It blows my mind sometimes. But can't wait to have 8 million people, because then we're going to be playing with the big boys. Okay, but just sent an email to share the update on the fulfillment and the service delivery of our flagship program, the Done For You $500,000 Systems Implementation Program, right? So we've kind of revamped everything, right? Because I generally have not built the company for it to be a coaching business, right? We do a lot more. We have different departments within the company, and we get our hands, dirty, and we actually build stuff for clients. Okay. One of these days, I'm going to actually go in and actually show you guys what we've built for a lot of clients, people making 6 figures a month. People coming to us who are actually like struggling with fulfillment will actually come to us so we can help them with their back end, even like more so now than even the front end when it comes to acquisition. So here's what the fulfillment will look like, right? There will be 5 phases to, so there will be 2 phases, okay? The program will be split into 2 phases, right? The first one is building the infrastructure, so actually the building phase. And then the second one is extracting value from the machine, okay? So just like anything, right? Just like anything in life, before you can actually before you can generate a new outcome, you need to have different inputs, right? Now, the inputs for us to be able to help you add an extra 50K a month to your MRR, or 100K if you want to get to that point, is that we need different inputs. We need new things to be built. We need something that's new, because if you already have the thing that you needed to get to 50K a month or 100K a month, then you will already be there. Right now, if you're not there, it's because you don't have what it takes, okay? Or maybe you're not the person to actually, you don't have the character to get yourself there, okay? So here it is. The first phase, building the infrastructure, it's sewing, right? This is a 4-week process that is all about designing and building the infrastructure that is meant to produce 50K new MRR, right? Every 3 to 6 months, depending. We have clients who have more depth within their niche. They understand everything. So in 3 months, we can easily add an extra 50K, right? Some others who are maybe relatively new to the game, it may take them 6 to 12 months to actually have the same outcome. So it depends on how good, how much time have you actually spent in the game, right? Here are the 5 steps to this first phase. The first one is dialing in your offer, your messaging, your targeting. Let's say if you're an e-commerce agency, we'll go in and show you how we target, not just niches, but how we go after targeting sub-niches, and how we actually niche down based on the keywords of the products that these brands are selling. If you're, let's say targeting SaaS, I released an amazing training around how to target, how we source our leads when it comes to SaaS businesses. And if you're targeting coaches and consultants, everything will be dialed in on this first step, right? We want to figure out, hey, what is your offer? If we feel like your offer is not good, we will refine it and try to find the thing that is the most in demand within your niche, right? Like right now, we're helping people introduce TikTok offers, but the funny thing is, I've recently helped a client who was selling to real estate, to the financial advisor niche, switch up his offer, and he's not getting a lot more interest when it comes to his outbound prospecting. So it's not just about helping you launch a new thing. It's actually, we know how to find the thing that the market cares about the most, right? And we help you improve your offer by leveraging that mechanism, okay? We're going to build your outbound messaging, either for social outreach or cold email. We're going to have all the templates for that. And then most importantly, we're also going to be focusing on removing all knowledge gaps that you have, right? So if we feel like, hey, you don't necessarily understand how to scale your team, if we feel like you don't know how to scale, how to leverage evergreen video sales letters, if we feel like there's something that's missing within your knowledge, then we'll go into the program and list out knowledge, like pieces of content that you need to consume in order to, to be up to date, and so you can actually be worthy of the yield that these systems can generate you. Okay. So once that's done, by the way, everything is done one-on-one. So you pay the invoice, we jump on a one-on-one call, we deal with all these issues. We build these things one-on-one, okay? I'm not asking you, hey, go consume content from the course. No, that's not what I'm doing. Everything is done one-on-one, okay? Step 2, we're gonna build your cold email machine, right? We'll take care of setting up a system that you can leverage to send anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 emails a month. Like, that's insane, right? And for every like 10 positive replies you get, you should be getting a meeting. So imagine if our clients are sending around 625 emails per day. That's what we set up. If you want to scale it, you can scale that, but we have to set up more domains and more users. But we're going to take care of designing the first automated acquisition system for you. And then the bonus about this cold email build is that we manage it for you for the first month as a bonus for free. You don't even have to pay anything. We'll find the leads for you. We will fill the machine with 7,000 to 10,000 leads in that first month, and then we'll just get you positive replies. All you have to do is just confirm them into an actual booked call. This is the first thing, guys. People are out there selling this same setup for $5,000. You get it for free by joining the program. Oh man, sometimes I'm just like, God damn, I'm gonna run people out of businesses, right? Because that's generally what I'm doing, right? I'm not sure if you guys are seeing this, but I've every single thing that someone would need to book meetings, I kind of like have built it within clientacquisition.io as infrastructure, right? You want offers? Cool, we got you on offers. You want a cold email campaign setup system? Don't worry, we got it, right? You want appointment setters? Don't worry, we got that, right? You want this and this? Everything is done, right? So I hope competitors are watching this video because they better get on their A game. But anyway, step 3 is we build out your 300 to 500 social outreach campaigns. By the way, it's 300 to 500 outreach per day, right? So, and then we'll also have appointment setters ready to be placed within your company. We will train them on the specific channels that we will assign to you in step 1 here, right? So this happens on the first call, and then your outbound campaign build call is the 3rd step within your onboarding process. And then we'll look at what we built on the first call, and on the 3rd call, when we're building your appointment setting team, we will be training them on the actual acquisition assets that we have, outbound outreach, messaging, Loom requests, all that good stuff, so they can take care of it. And then we will be placing them exactly 3 days later, right? So now you will have not only email running, but you will also have VAs, $3 an hour virtual assistants, who are doing 300 to 500 outreach a day. So you'll technically be doing over 1,000 outreach every single day, which is insane. Oh my god, I don't even know. So the funny thing when I think about this, right? I remember when I was getting started in the game, and even guys who were making like 50K a month, they were like, hey, I'm only sending 100 emails per day. But now we're at a point where we've built mechanisms to be sending, like, even for someone who's making 5K a month can come in and be sending 1,000 emails per day, without having to spend more than $1,000 a month on the actual system itself. Because 2 virtual assistants, which is what we're going to be putting in your company, they cost around 400 to, I'd say 400, 500 bucks a month each. And emails is going to cost you, I don't know, you just, let's say once you have the machine, you can manage it yourself and you can just pay for the leads. So for like 1,000, 1.5K a month, you could potentially have a system sending over 30 to 50,000 touch points, 50 outreaches, 30,000 to 50,000 outreaches per month for just $1,000. Like, that's insane in my opinion, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. That's why this program exists. It's not about, hey, you lack information, you don't know what you should do. No, it's like, how can we build this thing that like creates so much volume that when it comes that at the end of each month, you're like, well, I don't even know how I got these clients, but I ended up getting them because you do so much. It's like, we mitigate the downside. It's not about, well, let's try to be the perfect at everything. No, it's like, let's do so much that at the end of each month, it's unreasonable for us not to be successful. Because I'm not sure if you guys have not noticed, but it's like there's no way you can talk to 30,000 people, 50,000 people every single month and not win. Like it's like if I jumped from the 9th floor where I'm sitting right now, it's like, and I hit the ground, I'm gonna hurt myself. If you have these systems in place, you're gonna win. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do, right? And by the way, everything is done one-on-one. So the first call, the second call, the third call, and then the fourth step is review and approval of the system, right? So once the cold email thing is done, once the offer is done, once the team of appointment setters is placed, once the outreach campaign has been going, then we will jump on a call with you, review and approve that the whole system is set up, and then give you the go to now you get $500,000 certified, right? You'll get the $500,000 certification. I might actually set it up, right? Because it takes courage to make sure to manage this whole thing, right? So anyone who will be getting this thing will potentially be deserving to be at a different status level than most people. Because most people, you'll see, even people who are running successful businesses, agencies, consulting businesses, they're not doing 1,000 outreach a day. They've not figured out a system to actually implement everything, right? So if you have it, then great job, right? Step 5 is a clarity session with myself. So moving forward, so once this whole thing is set up, my goal for me when it comes to, I'll be jumping on a call with clients in the $500,000. And then my focus is to just consult you on the daily activities. We'll jump on one call, 45-minute, an hour session. And then we'll go over, your daily activities. Hey, what are you doing every day? What is your goal? Do you want to be making 100K profit a month? Do you want to be making 25K profit a month, right? Let's figure out what you need to be doing every single day. And then I'll be going over the second thing, which is content strategy. And then I'll be going over how do you build your audience, guys. Like I promise you, if you've watched my last video, then you should understand the importance of building an audience, okay? Since, it's truly the most valuable thing any online entrepreneur should be focusing on, right? Like nothing else is more important than building an audience, right? So my goal is I'll show you a few channels for you to focus on so you can actually build thousands and thousands of people following you in your niche. So then you can generally just put out amazing offers and get thousands of people, hundreds or even 10 people to buy in a single week, okay? So that's the first month. This is the first month. Everything's built. Boom. We've built the thing, right? Now, the next phase is extracting value from the machine, right? Which is, we're reaping from our periods of, sowing, planting seeds. Now it's time to actually reap rewards, right? The focus is, for this phase, the focus is to consult you and hold you accountable to producing the best results with your machine. For 5 months straight, we will help you manage and optimize every component of the system until it can produce the desired cash flow and revenue, right? So what you will understand is that even though these systems will be built in, let's say, to be honest, everything will take, the cold email, we have to warm up things for like 14 days. And then after that, we can start launching everything. But the appointment setting team and the outbound campaign should be launched in less than 10 days of you joining the program. So things will be after 2 weeks of being in the program, you should have you should have traction already, right? But to get the best outcome out of each machine, we need to refine the thing over time, right? We need feedback. We do this, we get the feedback, and we need better results, then we will go back and build better messaging, better targeting, all that good stuff, right? So this 5 months of being in the community is meant to refine the system and the inputs so we can get better outputs, right? We'll do it through, you will have the right environment, you'll have access to Discord where everyone is sharing what's going on, what's working. We have people having 15K days. You want to figure out what they're doing so you can duplicate it for yourself, right? So you'll have access to the community of sharks. You'll have 6+ calls per week about different topics: sales, fulfillment, clarity with me, appointment setting, offer improvement. You'll have updates on what are the best new acquisition channels and strategies for your offer, because you'll probably have a few other people who are pushing the same offers as you. We'll have weekly campaign review calls, and a lot more stuff that I don't have time to go through right now. Right now, One thing that is important to understand is that with this update comes a change in pricing of the program, right? We were previously offering an incentive-based pricing for anyone interested in working with us and who is, normally makes a decision fast, but that incentive will not be available after the month of October, okay? Because the price to value discrepancy of our service is ridiculously high, and our goal is to attract the right type of clients, right? So what I mean by this is, if you were to try to buy, let's say you have consulting on your offer, like if you were to pay me just to consult you on your offer, I would probably not charge you less than 5 to 10K just by itself. If you were to go buy from another provider this cold email setup thing, you would have to pay 4 to 5K, right? If you were to go in and build an appointment setting team, not just one VA, by the way, we're launching an offer to place appointment setters itself without you having to be in the program, so look out for the next video about this. But like, if you were to come in and just ask us to place 2 appointment setters for you, we would charge you 4 to 5K for it, right? Generally, right? And the approval and the consulting session with me, like, to be honest, if you were to buy this itself, like everything separately, like as a standalone, you would have to pay at least like 40 to 50K, right? But we're offering it for a lot cheaper than that, right? So my goal is, I generally don't want to attract people who can't afford to pay for the whole thing, because the thing is, we're building new things. We're building things that are pretty hard to manage, right? Like, it's not like you will go through a course and then you'll come in and you'll be like, hey, I'm ready to manage all these things. No, you generally need some skin in the game, and you need to be ready to not give up on this thing, because it will take time. It will, for you to actually be good and be able to extract the most amount of value from it. So we generally do not want to get people in the program who are not serious about investing time and money to scale their offers. If you're expecting that you'll sign up and then in 30 days you'll be making $1 million, then this is not the right program for you. Maybe go buy some coaching program where you have 2 calls a week, and then that guy expects you, or that girl promises you to make a lot of money, or shows you a specific lifestyle. But for us, we're generally wanting to just people who understand that, like, it's not about the shiny stuff. It's not about me showing you guys a Lambo. It's not about me. No, it's generally me about building teams and systems within your company, and you having the courage and the persistence to manage it until they become successful. If you don't have the courage and the commitment to manage this new team and these new systems, then this is not for you. Then you can buy cheaper stuff out there, right? But we want serious people. We want serious players. We do not want we don't want beginners. We don't want, like, it's because it's hard, guys. Like, I won't tell you guys, like, I have all these things running, and yeah, I have to show up every day to make sure that it's successful, right? So if you think that you want to just run a 4-hour work week, a business, then this is not for you, okay? So, but if you're ready to build an amazing business, the one that, people will, that will build something, some generational wealth for you and your family, then this is where you need to be. We're not fancy, but we're building some cool shit. So yeah, guys, there are a bunch of steps here. So there are multiple components in each phase. So you guys will be going through that. But yeah, guys, so this is just a quick update. If you'd like to maybe still get the incentive-based pricing before it ends, you can. I'll leave this link below. You can go and book a time with someone on my team, and then we'll generally just walk you through how we would go about scaling your current offer. And if you like it, we'll give you our one-time payment or a payment plan over. Actually, right now we're going to do something pretty fun. We're going to be introducing options to pay over 6 months, right? Now, we're not going to be necessarily introducing it like, hey, you just pay $1,000 a month. No. You're going to have to pay a bigger chunk up front, and then every monthly payment will be lower, so you can afford it, essentially, right? But yeah, if you're interested to book a call to learn more about what we do, and if you believe that this is the right offer for you, like the right people who understand what an infrastructure is, will see the value in this. But for the people who don't really understand it, then they won't really see it. But if you are the right person who sees it, and if you actually want to be in the community, maybe bring value to the community, right? What I love is I always thank clients for joining, because I'm like, hey, every new person who joins, the more valuable, the more valuable, and the more value the community receives, right? Because the more minds we have in the community. To be honest, our program is more like a mastermind. It's not really just a community of thousands of people who don't know what they're doing. It's more like people are really doing some amazing things that come together, build these systems, and share insights on what's working for them. Okay, so would love to welcome you in our mastermind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a beautiful day, guys. Bye bye.